Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a plain sculpt. As you can see, I've already done 2 nails. I'm only going to show you this middle one. We're doing a 3 bead method. In fact, I think I do a bit more than 3 beads. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many beads it takes, it doesn't. I am using, who am I using? I think I'm using Moira cover powder here, and I know I say that, but for some reason I didn't write this down because I thought it's only one powder. I should remember that. Apparently not. But no, I'm pretty certain it is the Moira. And the reason I'm doing it basically because, as I've said before, my sister is doing her own acrylic nails at the moment, and so I've been creating some easier designs that she can kind of follow the videos and help with that. And I thought, you know what, people, there's nothing wrong with plain nails, okay? Normally you have just a little bit of acrylic put on and then they wax and polish on top. But there's so many different things you can do with nail art that you don't need these huge fancy sets of nails to still come up with something nice. And so I've kind of decided, you know what, I'm going to do a little mini series. Okay, this is called the redesign series, and so this is the full sculpt and this is the first set. And then if you were then just doing an infill on yourself with just the same powder, it's much simpler. But then what nail art can we do on top to make it a bit different? So that's my thinking on this one. Also, I've said it in previous videos, I have been struggling a little bit, and I just wanted to sit and I wanted to play with something, because playing with products is the fun part. It gets you excited, it gets you enthusiastic about doing something. Whether you get it right or wrong is completely and utterly irrelevant. As you've seen in my videos, I will show you the good, the bad, the beautiful and the ugly. Some of my sets, it has not gone right, but it's learning. You only learn by your mistakes. So the next time I do it, I will do it slightly differently and hopefully get it better. It's a journey. I know. So once I'm happy with it, the first 2 nails I did, I was like going, ugh. I hadn't picked up a brush for about 2 weeks. And honestly, you do kind of just forget what you're doing. But I kind of had to force myself to sit at the table. It was kind of my sister who, she was talking about her nails and this, that and the other. And I thought, you know what, that's kind of got me going. Let's see what I can do. Now, a while back, there was a challenge design with Trey's Nail Designs, and she sent me some of this 3D, is it 3D? No, it's carving gel, sculptor gel. And I only used one of the colours, and I really, really enjoyed playing with it. So she sent me 2 colours, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to use them. Now, it was hot this day, and this stuff was sticky. All right, really sticky. In hindsight, what I probably should have done, firstly, stick those tubs in the fridge for a little bit to cool them down. Second of all, probably done the top coat on these and then stuck these to it. But I thought with a gloss, it may not adhere as well. So what you do is you take a little bit of the sculpture gel out with, I just used a cuticle scraper. So you just want tiny little bits and you roll them into little balls. So that's what you can see in the little dish next to me. Then I am using just a silicone tool to press this out, and I'm making leaf shapes is what I'm going for on this. This one turned out really well. I loved this one. Straight out the bag, great. I'd love to say it goes so well on the others, but it's plain, never mind, doesn't matter. When you pick up the bead, later on I switched to using a dotting tool, I think, to pick them up and put them on, which was a lot better because it stuck to the metal. So it released onto the nail better. Now with the silicone tool, you want to dip it in some gel residue or isopropyl alcohol, IPA. Don't have it really wet though. You've got to dab it off and then use it, because it just stops the Sculptor gel from sticking to the silicone tool, which enables you to then make the design. So this first nail, I'm showing you this in real time. The rest of these I am going to speed up, otherwise we will be here all day. I'm also not going to waffle through the whole of this, because I'm doing exactly the same technique on different nails. Sorry about the noise in the background. I've got the windows open because it is ridiculously hot today. And I'm melting. And nobody's throwing cold water on me. Yes, Wizard of Oz, people. Wizard of Oz. So I'm coming in and I'm really happy with that one. So I'm just going to flash cure it, just to make sure that if I do happen to knock it, which, let's face it, we are all capable of doing, it's not going to go anywhere. But then at the end, I will give them a full cure. And I gave them a 60-second cure. I don't know if they're 30 or they're 60, but just to play it safe, I did it as a 60. So I wanted kind of one of each. And you can see here, I'm struggling to get it to get off. Get off. There we go. Yeah, and then it sticks to me. So now the pot next to me has got the IPA in it. And you can just see me dabbing it off, because I don't want too much on there. I did find at some points it did suddenly flood everywhere, which was a little bit annoying. But never mind. There are worse things that could happen. So I'm just doing exactly the same principle, but it was a much smaller bead, whereas the first one I put on was quite a big one. I didn't really know what I particularly wanted. There wasn't like a set plan of this. This was just, it's a beautiful nude colour, and nude in itself is just, it's lovely. Stick with matte top coat or gloss top coat, it's beautiful. You could stick a bit of glitter polish on it as well, so you've got a couple that aren't, a couple that are. I like a nude, I do. And I think it's underrated, because it's such a versatile colour. I've said before, certain nudes just don't match my skin tone. So it is about finding the right colour. But once you do, it doesn't have to be fancy. And especially when you're just starting out and you're, learn to do a basic a basic extension, get the structure right first, then play with the nail art. Even now, there are times and I do stuff and I'm just going, what the hell am I doing? Don't know. The first couple of nails I did on here, I was doing a basic extension, but I was lost to start with. I was like going, what am I doing? What am I doing? Because I haven't done it for a long time. It's like if I suddenly had my lady come back who wants a traditional French, and I'm honest to God, I don't know what state her nails would come out on, because I haven't done it now for so long. So I am going to do that as a set, because I need to have a practice. Now I'm just coming in with a bit of nail tip glue, and I'm going to put these are rose gold little studs, basically, so it looks like the stalks of the leaves. Now originally I only put one there, and then I come back a bit later because I go, no, that doesn't look like a stalk. It needs a couple more. These I got from AliExpress. They're an absolute pile of pants. I would not use them on a person. Absolutely fine for a practice hand, but I would use my better quality for an actual person. I know, because I did actually try these on my own hands. I tested them out, and basically they've just taken different coloured crystals and spray painted them. So I'm going to move on to the pinky, and we are going to speed things up a bit. But I'm going to do exactly the same process that I've just done on that nail. Yeah, it was super sticky. It was like working with slime. Because I thought, oh, this will be great. I can do it when it's hot. I didn't really want to be playing with acrylics much. So I sculpted out this set in the evening. And then the next day I was having a play with the nail play. Because again, one is the heat, one is the kids. Now they got better as they went along. That middle finger, I put one at the bottom of that. It just didn't want to go. And so I took it off. You literally, because it wasn't cured, I just scraped it off. Job's a good one, really. Tidied it up with a bit of IPA, and it's all fine. So like I said, I'm just going to sculpt out exactly the same on these, but obviously we're just reversing the colours. And I think now we do it on the thumb as well. I did a few too many on the thumb. The other ones had only got 2 on. The thumb, because it's such a big area, I did 4. I mean, why not? Let's play a bit more. Looking back on the picture, I'm kind of like, I think maybe I should have just done 1. Or potentially, what you could have done is actually spread them across all of the nails, so it kind of flowed through all of the nails if you wanted to. Could have got a bit of gel paint to do some tree branches through it if you wanted to link them up, or vines, or things like that. But yeah, exactly the same principle, just going to cure each one, and then I'm going to come in with the gems. So you can see on this nail is where I kind of went, nope, they need a bit more. And on some of them I put only 2, because obviously it's a pinky, it's a little bit delicate. But for some of them I used 3. If I was doing this on a person, like I said, I would change out the crystals, but I'd still just stick them on with a bit of, because they're only tiny little ones, so I'd still stick them on with the nail glue, because I'm going to top coat round everything. I'm not going to top coat over the top of these leaves, because I did that last time and it took away all of that lovely detail that you're putting in. It does have a sticky layer, this stuff, so what I did is, once I was done with it all, I just wiped over with some IPA, gel residue wipe off solution actually, and then I just top coated round them and I did that with a fine brush. I don't think I leave all of that in, because it's like watching paint dry, isn't it? So I've left some of the top coating in, but not all of it. So you can see here, it's got too much IPA on that. It kind of flooded it a little bit, because as I lifted so I've dabbed it and everything, but as I've lifted the brush, it's not a brush, what is it? Silicone tool up, it's had more on it, and it's just gone. So, yeah. Oh yeah, excuse my nails, they need doing. We're going to work on those this weekend. And there's Pinky Doom. My pinky hurts. It had an accident and it is very, very poorly. But that's to come in another video. You see, this is how I should have left it. I should have just stopped there. I should have just taken a moment to step back and just evaluated my work. But I didn't. Which is a shame. Oh, go away, you trucks. Honestly, all day today, every time I've tried to talk in this video, the whole world and his wife wants to drive past in very big machinery. It's this one here. Look, you can see it gets very, very flooded with the IPA. So I'm going to come along with a little wipe and just wipe a bit of that off. Give it a little bit of a tidy up. But hey, I'm going to just cut a bit of this out and we're going to get to the next part. So there you go, that is the final look. So we're just going to come in and top coat. We're going to use a gloss top coat on them to make them all shiny, but we are leaving those leaves matte. So we're coming to the end of the video because, like I say, I'm not going to leave in me top coating around all of this stuff because we will be here for years. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.